You will not believe what just went down in Hollywood this week. Tensions are at an all-time high as Kris Jenner, the ultimate queen of the entertainment empire, reportedly issued a shocking warning to none other than Timothée Chalamet. Sources claimed the young actor tried to slip away from Kylie Jenner, and let's just say, emotions ran hotter than a California summer. Insiders are saying that Kris didn't hold back. This wasn't just a polite suggestion or a gentle reminder. No, she reportedly reminded Timothee in no uncertain terms who truly owns Hollywood, and who controls the fate of anyone daring enough to get close to her family. Fans are already divided, with some cheering Kris on for protecting the family, while others are questioning whether Timothee even stood a chance against the legendary momager. Rumors suggest there were heated confrontations, whispered threats, and even secret calls that left people around them stunned. The family, as always, seems torn, and social media is exploding with speculation. Could this be the beginning of the most dramatic Hollywood showdown we've seen in years? Or is it just another chapter in the Jenner-Kardashian saga that keeps the world hooked? Stay tuned, because what we're about to reveal will leave your jaw on the floor. The tension in Hollywood reached a fever pitch last weekend when sources claim that Kris Jenner confronted Timothée Chalamet after what some insiders are calling a dramatic attempt to distance himself from Kylie Jenner. According to unnamed sources close to the family, the confrontation happened at a private party in Beverly Hills, where the air was already thick with anticipation and whispers of scandal. Friends and staff described the atmosphere as electric, almost like the calm before a storm, and then Kris reportedly made her move. "She doesn't play games," said one insider. Timothee thought he could just glide past the family rules, but Kris reminded him in the most unforgettable way that he isn't the one running things here. Guests at the party claimed that the conversation started innocuously, with Kris greeting Timothee and making small talk, but things escalated quickly. Allegedly, Timothee tried to joke his way out of the tension, saying, "I didn't mean to step on any toes," but Kris was not amused. Sources say her tone shifted from calm to sharply commanding in a matter of seconds. "She leaned in close, and you could literally feel the power radiating off her," said one onlooker. "It was like she was saying, 'Remember who you're dealing with.'" The room went silent, everyone could feel it. Fans online are already speculating what exactly was said, and while no recordings exist, eyewitnesses claim the words were sharp, cutting, and unforgettable. Inside the Jenner household, emotions were reportedly running high even before the party. Insiders say that Kylie had been feeling a little smothered by Timothee's unpredictable schedule and the way he seemed to pull away from family events. Friends close to Kylie told reporters that she was nervous about telling Kris how she felt, fearing her mother's reaction would be intense, and they were right. Apparently, Kylie had already tried to mediate between her mother and Timothee several times, but Kris's instincts as the family manager made her less forgiving of any perceived disrespect or boundary pushing. "Kris's family is her empire," said one source. "Anything that threatens that, even slightly, sets off alarms." Timothee wasn't just dating Kylie, he was stepping into a world where every action is scrutinized. According to insiders, the confrontation reportedly became more heated when Kris allegedly brought up past Hollywood incidents, highlighting the unforgiving nature of the industry. Eyewitnesses claim she leaned closer to Timothee and said something along the lines of, "You need to understand that in this world, nobody lets you walk away if you try to drift from what's important." Some guests reportedly gasped, sensing the underlying warning. Kris was making it very clear that Timothee's relationship with Kylie was under her watchful eye, and any attempt to avoid her influence would not be taken lightly. It wasn't just a casual warning, it was a statement of power, one that left many wondering whether Timothee realized the stakes he was dealing with. Friends of Timothee are said to have been worried after the encounter, claiming he was shaken and quiet for hours afterward. "He seemed nervous, more than I've ever seen him," one friend told sources. "He knows Kris Jenner isn't someone you cross." Even the slightest misstep in her world can become a headline. Fans quickly took to social media, speculating whether this confrontation was the start of a full-blown Hollywood power struggle. Threads exploded with theories, some suggesting that Kris was asserting control not just over her daughter's relationship but also over Timothee's career trajectory, which could be significantly influenced by the Jenner-Kardashian network. While the outside world buzzed, insiders claimed that the Jenner household itself was in disarray. Reportedly, Kim and Khloe were split in their opinions. Kim allegedly tried to calm the situation, telling Kylie and Kris that perhaps they should let Timothée breathe, but Khloe, according to sources, sided firmly with Kris. Khloe supposedly said, "He needs to know that messing with this family has consequences," one insider revealed. The family was left divided, and the tension was said to be palpable. Kylie, caught between her mother's intensity and her own feelings for Timothée, reportedly felt torn and overwhelmed. Several friends describe her as being unusually quiet and reflective in the days following the incident, and rumors began swirling that she was re-evaluating her relationship under the looming shadow of Kris's influence. According to multiple eyewitnesses, the night didn't end after the confrontation. Kris allegedly summoned Timothée to a more private setting in the house, where the conversation reportedly escalated to even more intense levels. People who saw the two of them later said it was almost like a negotiation, but with very high stakes, an insider explained. Kris wasn't just talking about dating rules. She was making it clear that in Hollywood, she calls the shots, and Timothée needed to understand that. Some sources even claim that there were moments when Timothée appeared visibly uncomfortable, perhaps realizing that he was dealing with someone whose influence over Hollywood extends far beyond what most people can imagine. Fans online immediately began speculating what calls the shots could mean, and theories ranged from career manipulation to social media control, to simply asserting dominance in the personal sphere. The drama reportedly didn't stop there. Friends of Kylie claim that in the following days, Kris allegedly monitored Timothy's public appearances and social media posts, ensuring that nothing suggested he was distancing himself from the family. "It's like she has eyes everywhere," said one source. Timothy's every move seems to be watched, whether by Kris herself or someone in her inner circle. Fans are going crazy over this, thinking it's all over social media, but it's bigger than that. It's Hollywood-level strategy. Even some of Timothy's close friends reportedly expressed concern, warning him that trying to sidestep the Jenner system could be career suicide. Insiders describe a dramatic scene where emotions ran high during a family dinner later in the week. Reportedly, Timothée sat across from Kris and Kylie, trying to keep the conversation light, but Kris allegedly wasn't having it. She reportedly leaned across the table and in a firm tone said, "Timothée, if you think you can drift away without consequences, think again." Sources claim the words hung in the air like a storm cloud, and for a brief moment, the table was silent except for the clinking of utensils. Kylie, according to insiders, was caught between wanting to defend her boyfriend and wanting to respect her mother's authority, creating a tension that left everyone at the table on edge. To make matters more dramatic, friends of the family suggest that this confrontation triggered unexpected ripple effects. Reportedly, several friends of Kylie and Timothée tried to mediate behind the scenes, but Kris's intensity allegedly overpowered their attempts. "People who tried to step in felt shut down," said one insider. "Kris is incredibly persuasive and intimidating." Timothée wasn't just being warned, he was being shown his place in the pecking order of Hollywood and in the Jenner empire. Fans are reportedly dissecting every public photo, video, and social media interaction between Timothée and Kylie, searching for clues about how this drama will unfold next. Speculation is rife that this is just the beginning of a dramatic power play, and some suggest it could reshape Timothy's career trajectory entirely. Toward the end of the week, reports suggest the tension peaked when Timothée allegedly tried to reach out to Kris privately, hoping to ease the strain. Insiders say the conversation was tense, with Kris remaining calm on the surface but reportedly radiating a sense of control that left Timothée visibly unsettled. "He realized that this isn't just about dating Kylie," said one source. "This is about navigating a family whose influence can make or break careers overnight." Fans watching from the sidelines were reportedly thrilled and horrified, as the drama seemed to grow with every passing day. The question on everyone's mind, will Timothée survive Kris's scrutiny, or is this the start of an epic fallout? The rumor mill suggests that other Hollywood stars are watching closely. Some insiders claim that major actors and producers are privately discussing the Jenner-Timothée incident as a case study in navigating Hollywood power dynamics. "People are fascinated by how Kris operates," said one insider. Her ability to protect her family while controlling the narrative is legendary. Timothee is learning that the hard way. As the days passed, friends of both Timothee and Kylie reportedly noticed subtle changes in their behavior, hinting at the underlying tension that Kris allegedly instilled. Fans online are already debating whether Timothee will try to assert himself or retreat under the weight of Kris's influence. As the following week unfolded, the tension between Kris Jenner and Timothée Chalamet reportedly escalated to levels that friends of the family are calling unprecedented. Sources say that Timothee, still visibly rattled from the initial confrontation, attempted to navigate Hollywood parties and public events with caution, but Kris's influence seemed unavoidable. According to insiders, she allegedly had eyes everywhere, from subtle messages relayed through family friends to staffers keeping her updated on every move. Timothee thought he could take a quiet approach, said one insider, but in Kris's world, nothing goes unnoticed. She wants to make sure her family is protected and her authority unquestioned. Fans online were reportedly obsessed with every appearance of Timothee and Kylie during this period. Social media posts were dissected, comments analyzed, and theories flew faster than ever. According to sources close to Kylie, she was trying to maintain a sense of normalcy, but the stress of Kris's warning allegedly weighed heavily on her. Friends of the family claimed that she would often step out of events to take private calls from Timothee, whispering hurried reassurances, but insiders say that the shadow of Kris's warning hung over every interaction. It's like there was an invisible line Timothee wasn't allowed to cross, one source revealed. The drama reportedly reached another peak at a private charity gala in Los Angeles, where Timothee and Kylie were seated at the same table as Kris and other family members. Sources say emotions ran high from the very start. Apparently, Timothee arrived late, which insiders claim only amplified Kris's ire. Whispers spread through the crowd as guests watched Timothee approach the table, his body language tense and hesitant. According to witnesses, Kris reportedly fixed him with a look that left him frozen, and for a moment, the room was silent. "You need to understand your place here," Kris allegedly said in a low voice, audible enough for nearby guests to sense the confrontation. Insiders say Timothee attempted to respond with humor, nervously smiling and saying, "I'm just trying to keep up," but Kris's response reportedly shut him down immediately. "This isn't a joke," she allegedly said, her tone cold and commanding. Friends of Kylie claim that the young actress appeared caught between defending her boyfriend and respecting her mother's authority, creating an emotionally charged moment that left several guests whispering and glancing at their phones to capture the drama. According to multiple sources, the gala incident triggered a chain of private confrontations over the next several days. Timothee reportedly tried to reach out to Kylie's inner circle, attempting to negotiate a sense of independence, but insiders claim that every move he made was subtly monitored by Kris's team. "He realized quickly that this wasn't just about dating Kylie," said one insider. "This was a strategic lesson in Hollywood power, and Kris was giving him a masterclass in how the family controls everything." Fans on social media quickly latched onto the narrative, speculating about secret phone calls, private text messages, and even rumored late-night meetings that no one outside the inner circle could verify. The drama reportedly took a more intense turn when Kris allegedly called a private family meeting, summoning Kylie, Kim, Khloe, and Timothee to discuss the state of the relationship. According to insiders, emotions ran so high that several people were on the verge of tears. Sources claim Kris allegedly started the meeting by reminding Timothee of the family's influence, saying something along the lines of, "This family isn't just famous, we control opportunities, careers, and narratives. You need to respect that." Friends of Timothee reportedly described him as pale and visibly shaken, realizing that Kris's warnings were more than symbolic, they were a demonstration of real power. Sources suggest that during the meeting, Timothee attempted to assert himself, reportedly saying, "I care for Kylie and I want to make this work, but I also need space to breathe." Insiders claim that Kris's eyes narrowed, and for a tense moment, silence fell over the room. One source close to the family alleged that Kris responded in a measured but icy tone, "Space is fine, but don't forget that we own the environment you're stepping into. Respect comes first, or there are consequences." According to witnesses, the words hit like a thunderclap, leaving Timothee stunned and Kylie visibly conflicted. Friends of the Jenner Kardashian circle claim that the fallout from the meeting was immediate. Allegedly, Kylie tried to support Timothee in private, saying, "I know it's intense, but my mom is just looking out for me." Yet insiders claim that Timothee was left feeling cornered, trapped between his love for Kylie and the undeniable influence of her mother. Fans reportedly began speculating whether this was the beginning of a slow pull apart or if Timothee would find a way to stand his ground, creating waves of online debates and heated comments. The drama allegedly intensified further when Timothee's friends claimed he was advised to play along for the sake of his career, as Kris's influence reportedly extended far beyond personal relationships. One insider allegedly revealed, Timothee realized that if he didn't navigate this carefully, it could affect not only his relationship but every future project he might consider. It's not just about Kylie, it's about Hollywood leverage, and Kris is a master of it. Fans online were quick to point out past incidents of Kris influencing careers, and speculation grew that Timothee was now facing a crossroads: submit to her rules, or risk losing the favor of one of Hollywood's most powerful families. According to sources close to the family, the situation reportedly reached another turning point when a misunderstanding at a public brunch led to a heated argument between Timothee and Kris. Witnesses claim Timothee made a casual comment about wanting to take a trip with friends, and Kris allegedly interpreted it as an attempt to distance himself from Kylie. Emotions allegedly escalated instantly, with Kris reportedly raising her voice and saying, "Don't think for a second you can walk away from this family or disrespect what we've built." Sources say that Timothee attempted to explain himself calmly, but the intensity of Kris's presence reportedly made the conversation nearly impossible to navigate. Insiders suggest that Kylie, witnessing the exchange, was torn and began questioning whether the relationship could survive under such scrutiny. Friends claim that the tension bled into Timothee and Kylie's private moments as well. Reportedly, they tried to enjoy quiet dinners or low-key outings, but the weight of Kris's oversight allegedly made it difficult. Insiders say that every laugh, glance, or comment was carefully analyzed by both the family and social media, creating a sense of constant pressure. One source allegedly stated, "It was like walking on eggshells." Timothee wanted to be genuine and natural, but the family dynamics made it almost impossible. Fans reportedly became obsessed with parsing every public appearance, fueling rumors, and adding layers to the ongoing saga. Sources also claim that Kris allegedly enlisted her inner circle to subtly test Timothee's loyalty. Apparently, friends of Kylie were approached privately and asked to observe his interactions, gauge his intentions, and report back. Insiders say that this move was characteristic of Kris's strategic approach to family management. She doesn't just assert authority, she monitors, evaluates, and ensures compliance. Timothee probably didn't even realize how deeply the family operates, one insider allegedly said. Fans online quickly jumped on this narrative, speculating about secret missions, hidden agendas, and whether Timothee was being set up for a dramatic reveal. Toward the end of the week, sources claim that Kris allegedly scheduled another private discussion with Timothee. Reportedly, this conversation was described by friends as the most intense yet, with Kris allegedly making it clear that any further attempts to distance himself from Kylie would have consequences that could ripple through his personal and professional life. Insiders suggest that Timothee, realizing the gravity of the situation, was left with a stark choice: navigate the relationship under Kris's watchful eye or risk losing favor in one of Hollywood's most influential circles. Friends of Kylie reportedly tried to mediate afterward, but insiders claim that Kris remained firm, leaving everyone aware of the stakes involved. The tension in the Jenner household reportedly reached a breaking point as part 3 of this drama unfolded. Sources allege that Timothée Chalamet, increasingly overwhelmed by Kris Jenner's watchful eye, began showing signs of stress that friends and insiders had never seen before. According to multiple accounts, Kylie tried to support him privately, but Kris's presence loomed like an unavoidable storm. Insiders claim that even in casual outings, the intensity of Kris's influence was palpable, creating an atmosphere that some friends described as unbearable yet mesmerizing. Fans online were reportedly obsessed with every subtle interaction, analyzing hand gestures, glances, and even the way Timothee positioned himself in group photos with the family. Insiders allege that the drama escalated when Timothee reportedly attended a Hollywood after-party without Kylie. Sources claim that Kris allegedly found out about this event almost immediately, reportedly via her network of friends and insiders. The reaction, according to witnesses, was swift and intense. Allegedly, Kris called Kylie late that night, her voice reportedly sharp, commanding, and unmistakably furious. "He left the family out of the loop again," a source claimed she said. "You need to remember what's at stake." Friends of Kylie reportedly overheard fragments of the conversation, describing it as a tense and emotional exchange that left Kylie speechless. The following day, insiders claimed that Timothee attempted to smooth things over with Kris privately. Reportedly, he arrived at a quiet meeting at one of Kris's favorite restaurants, hoping to explain himself and ease the tension. Sources allege that Kris listened calmly at first but then delivered what some are calling a stunning verbal masterclass in power dynamics. Eyewitnesses claim she leaned forward and said, "Timothee, this isn't personal. It's about respect, loyalty, and understanding the world you stepped into. If you want to be part of this, you play by the rules." Reportedly, Timothee nodded, but friends say his face betrayed a mixture of fear, respect, and frustration. Fans online reportedly exploded with theories, debating whether Timothee would submit or resist, and whether Kylie would intervene or remain loyal to her mother's wishes. According to insiders, the next major incident happened during a weekend family getaway. Allegedly, Timothee was invited to a private villa where the Jenner family was staying, ostensibly to bond with Kylie and her sisters. Sources claim that emotions ran high from the moment he arrived. Reportedly, Kris orchestrated situations designed to test his patience, loyalty, and composure. "It wasn't subtle," one insider said. Timothee was being watched in every interaction, and it became obvious that Kris wanted to see how far he would go to stay in line with the family. Allegedly, some of the family's closest friends were also present, quietly observing the dynamics and reporting back. During this villa getaway, insiders allege that a particularly heated confrontation occurred one evening. Reportedly, Timothee attempted to speak privately with Kylie about his need for independence, but Kris allegedly intercepted the conversation. Eyewitnesses claim that the confrontation escalated quickly, with Kris reportedly raising her voice and saying, "Don't think for a second that you can take Kylie away from the family or disrespect what we've built." Allegedly, Timothee tried to respond calmly, but sources say Kris's intensity was overwhelming. The family reportedly watched in stunned silence, and friends claim that Kylie was visibly torn, caught between defending Timothee and respecting her mother's authority. Sources close to the family suggest that the drama took another twist when rumors began circulating that Timothee had confided in a close friend about the mounting pressure. Allegedly, Kris somehow became aware of these conversations, and friends say she allegedly confronted him with a mixture of calm authority and icy determination. Reportedly, she told him, "You need to understand that in this family, secrets are never safe. Loyalty is everything." Friends of Timothee allegedly described him as visibly shaken, realizing that even private words could carry consequences in the Jenner orbit. Fans online reportedly became obsessed with analyzing his public demeanor for signs of distress, further fueling the ongoing saga. The villa incident reportedly set the stage for one of the most dramatic episodes yet. Insiders claim that during a late-night family dinner, Kris allegedly made a statement that left Timothee, Kylie, and even the sisters stunned. Reportedly, she said, "If anyone thinks they can step outside the family's influence, they are mistaken. The Jenner empire isn't just a name, it's a way of life." Friends at the villa allegedly described the room as being electric, with tension so thick it could be felt across the table. Kylie reportedly tried to soothe the situation, but insiders say Kris was unyielding, demonstrating why she is considered one of Hollywood's most formidable figures. According to multiple sources, the fallout from this dinner was immediate. Allegedly, Timothee spent hours privately reflecting on his relationship with Kylie and his place within the family's world. Insiders claim that friends of Timothee tried to offer advice, but allegedly, he was too overwhelmed to respond effectively. Kylie, meanwhile, was reportedly caught in an emotional tug-of-war, trying to reassure Timothee while respecting her mother's authority. Fans online reportedly became fascinated with this dynamic, creating memes, fan theories, and countless social media threads analyzing every known interaction. The drama allegedly continued to escalate when insiders claimed that Kris began orchestrating subtle tests of Timothee's loyalty in public settings. Reportedly, she would arrange interactions with other Hollywood figures in ways that would reveal his priorities, patience, and ability to handle scrutiny. One insider reportedly described a scene at a charity event, where Timothee was allegedly observed navigating conversations with industry executives while Kris watched quietly from a distance. Allegedly, the message was clear: his behavior was under review, and any misstep could have consequences. Fans online reportedly dissected photos and video clips for evidence of Timothee's reaction, fueling endless speculation. According to sources, the tension between Kris and Timothee reportedly reached its peak during a high-profile Hollywood gala. Reportedly, Timothee had attempted to secure a moment alone with Kylie, but Kris allegedly intervened in a dramatic fashion. Insiders claim she leaned in during a conversation, her voice firm and commanding, reportedly saying, "Remember who controls the environment you're in. Respect the family, respect me, and respect yourself." Eyewitnesses allegedly described Timothee's reaction as a mixture of awe and apprehension, while Kylie appeared caught between relief and concern. The family's friends allegedly watched in quiet anticipation, fully aware that the evening would become fodder for social media speculation. As this chapter of the story concludes, insiders suggest that Timothee is reportedly under unprecedented scrutiny, Kylie is struggling to balance love and loyalty, and Kris continues to assert her authority with precision and unflinching determination. Sources claim that fans online are already predicting the next dramatic confrontation, with theories ranging from private family ultimatums to potential public fallouts. Reportedly, the Jenner household is more divided than ever, and the stakes for Timothee could not be higher. The rumor mill suggests that upcoming weeks may reveal even more shocking twists, making this one of Hollywood's most intense and closely watched dramas in years. As the story reached its latest chapter, insiders claimed that tensions between Kris Jenner and Timothée Chalamet hit an all-time high. Reportedly, Timothee, still navigating the weight of Kris's influence, began showing signs of both frustration and respect. Sources close to the family say that Kylie's role as mediator became increasingly difficult, as she tried to reassure Timothee while still honoring her mother's authority. Friends of Kylie allegedly described her as walking on a tightrope, caught between love and loyalty, while Timothee reportedly struggled to maintain composure under what insiders call Kris's unyielding gaze. Allegedly, the week started with a tense brunch at a private Beverly Hills restaurant. Sources claim that Kris, ever vigilant, orchestrated the seating arrangement to test Timothee's responses. Allegedly, she positioned herself strategically between him and Kylie, subtly reminding him of her oversight. Insiders report that when Timothee attempted casual conversation with Kylie, Kris allegedly interjected, asking pointed questions that put him on the spot. Witnesses reportedly described his reactions as a mix of nervous laughter and careful diplomacy, aware that any misstep could escalate the situation further. Fans online immediately latched onto the story, speculating about secret confrontations and reading every subtle gesture as evidence of the ongoing power struggle. According to multiple insiders, the drama escalated further when Kris allegedly arranged a private family meeting later that afternoon. Sources say emotions ran high as the family gathered, with Timothee reportedly trying to express his feelings for Kylie while simultaneously asserting a degree of independence. Allegedly, Kris leaned in, her tone firm and unmistakable, reportedly saying, "You may think you can step back or control the narrative, but this is bigger than either of us. Respect is non-negotiable, and loyalty is mandatory." Witnesses claim the words hit Timothee like a thunderclap, leaving him visibly shaken and Kylie caught in a storm of emotions. Friends of the family reportedly described the room as electric, with tension so thick it could be felt across the table. Sources claim that the tension spilled into social media, with fans dissecting every public appearance and interaction between Timothee and Kylie. Insiders suggest that every glance, every slight smile, and every social media post was scrutinized, fueling theories and speculation about the future of their relationship. Reportedly, Kris was fully aware of the online buzz and allegedly used it as a subtle tool to reinforce her influence over Timothee. Friends say she allegedly made remarks in private, hinting that even public perception was under her control, leaving Timothee realizing the scope of the family's power. Allegedly, the climax of this part of the saga occurred during a private dinner at Kris's Hollywood estate. Sources claim Timothee arrived anxious but determined to find a way to navigate the family dynamics. Insiders say the conversation quickly became intense, with Kris reportedly making a statement that friends describe as both commanding and unforgettable. "This family doesn't just exist in the spotlight. We create the spotlight. And anyone who steps into our world needs to understand that there are rules, expectations, and consequences." Reportedly, Timothee attempted to respond, explaining his desire to maintain a healthy balance between personal space and commitment, but sources claim Kris's presence was overwhelming, leaving him visibly tense. Friends of the family reportedly observed that Kylie tried to mediate, reassuring both parties, but insiders claim the emotional weight was palpable. Allegedly, Timothee admitted privately to friends that he felt both admiration and intimidation in equal measure, realizing that Kris's influence extended far beyond personal relationships, reaching into career, reputation, and social perception. Fans online reportedly seized on every detail, turning the confrontation into fodder for endless speculation, memes, and discussions about the balance of power in Hollywood relationships. Sources claim that following the dinner, Kris allegedly took steps to reinforce her influence in subtle ways. Insiders say she instructed staff to observe Timothee's interactions in upcoming public appearances, strategically placing friends and allies in positions to monitor his behavior. Reportedly, these tactics were designed not only to assert authority but also to test his commitment, patience, and understanding of the Jenner-Kardashian family dynamics. Friends of Timothee allegedly described him as caught in a web of elegance and power, unsure of how to assert independence without crossing invisible lines. According to insiders, another dramatic moment allegedly occurred during a weekend getaway at a private Malibu villa. Timothee reportedly attempted to carve out private time with Kylie, but Kris allegedly orchestrated situations that reminded him of the family's watchful presence. Sources claim she subtly joined conversations, asked pointed questions, and strategically timed her appearances, leaving Timothee constantly aware of the boundaries she expected him to respect. Friends of the family allegedly described the scenario as a test of endurance, patience, and loyalty, with Timothee trying to maintain composure while navigating the delicate balance of love and influence. Insiders suggest that the drama intensified when rumors of Kris's oversight allegedly reached Hollywood insiders. Sources claim that major figures in the entertainment industry reportedly speculated about the extent of her influence, noting that Timothee, despite his talent and charisma, was experiencing a masterclass in navigating power dynamics. Reportedly, friends of the family suggested that Timothee now understood the true scope of the Jenner empire. It wasn't just fame, it was control, influence, and the ability to shape public perception at will. Fans online reportedly dissected every move, fueling rumors about ultimatums, secret discussions, and potential power plays. Toward the end of the week, insiders claim that a turning point allegedly occurred when Timothee and Kris reportedly had a final, private discussion. Sources say the atmosphere was intense, with both parties aware that the stakes were at their highest. Allegedly, Kris reportedly delivered a final, commanding reminder: "Remember, the Jenner family isn't just a name. It's an empire. Respect it, honor it, and anyone who doesn't will face consequences. You need to understand your role, Timothee." Reportedly, Timothee nodded, visibly affected by the gravity of her words, while Kylie reportedly tried to offer reassurance, caught between pride in her boyfriend's courage and concern for his well-being. Friends of the family allegedly described the aftermath as a mix of relief and tension. Reportedly, Timothee felt he had survived the gauntlet but was acutely aware of the ongoing scrutiny. Insiders claim Kylie experienced a roller coaster of emotions, balancing love, loyalty, and the weight of her mother's authority. Fans online reportedly continued to debate what would happen next, speculating whether Timothee would fully submit, assert independence, or whether further dramatic confrontations were inevitable. Sources suggest that the Jenner household remains a place of high stakes, intense loyalty, and carefully managed power, with every interaction scrutinized and every word weighed. And there you have it, the jaw-dropping saga that has Hollywood talking non-stop. Timothée Chalamet, reportedly caught in the intense web of Kris Jenner's influence, is facing a level of scrutiny and pressure most of us could never imagine. Kylie Jenner, torn between love and loyalty, continues to navigate her role as both girlfriend and daughter, while Kris Jenner proves once again why she is considered the undisputed matriarch of Hollywood power. The family is divided, emotions are running high, and fans everywhere are holding their breath, wondering what will happen next. Will Timothee submit to Kris's watchful eye? Will Kylie take a stand for her love? Or will the Jenner empire reshape the rules of this high-stakes drama entirely? Every glance, every word, every social media post has become part of this ever-unfolding story, and insiders hint that the next chapters could bring even more shocking confrontations, unexpected twists, and dramatic revelations. Hollywood watchers are glued to their screens, debating every possible outcome, and speculation is at an all-time high. The tension isn't just about a relationship, it's about power, control, and legacy in a world where influence is everything. Now it's your turn. What do you think will happen next? Can Timothee survive the intensity of Kris Jenner's empire, or is he destined to be overwhelmed by her legendary authority? Comment below with your thoughts, theories, and predictions. Don't forget to like this video if you're as shocked and intrigued as we are, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates from the heart of Hollywood drama. This story is far from over, and you'll want to be here for every twist, every confrontation, and every jaw-dropping moment that's about to unfold.